Welcome to Everything Entertainment with Gooch and Trio. My name is Gooch, and that makes this man sitting across from me.
Trio.
How's everyone's weekend going? I hope Trio, you had a good one.
You know, it's just another day in paradise. Anyways, let's get ourselves started off here. We got some Marvel stuff getting us going.
So we got a teaser image for Agent Carter Season 2, which doesn't look like it's going to be back till... They're saying 2016. I'm going to say summer 2016. I feel like it's a good slot to throw that in.
Yeah, a time where like nothing's going on, where a lot of people could watch.
Because we're going to have Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which starts this Tuesday, actually.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going to have Daredevil Season 2 and Jessica Jones somewhere within the year.
And Luke Cage maybe at the end of 2016.
Well, Jessica Jones is going to be...
That's November this year, and then they're probably going to do I'm either guessing they're going to do Luke Cage at the beginning where they did Daredevil last year.
Yeah.
And then do Daredevil Season 2 after that. Or they're going to do Daredevil Season 2 at the
I feel like summer's a good slot because like not a lot of shows are on in the summer.
Especially on Netflix too, because you can just binge watch.
Well, Agent Carter would be on ABC.
Yeah,
actually.
that's true. Yeah.
Okay, but other than like it's pretty much her standing there, and the setting's going to be L.A., whereas in Season 1 it was New York.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much all you can tell from the image.
Gotcha.
Other stuff in Marvel news, there was a new Jessica Jones teaser trailer. It was a 30-second clip.
It's just basically her waking up and like it pans over her bed and like her alarm goes off and she just squeezes the alarm and just destroys it.
Yeah, and it looks like she lives in Hell's Kitchen, so
yeah.
That's where Daredevil.
I wonder if there's gonna be any
well.
Matt Murdock interaction. They haven't showed any.
I feel like there's gonna they can't avoid not talking about it. It feels like too relevant.
Even if they like mention it in passing, like, did you hear about this guy in the like black clothes that is going around like beating the shit out of people? Like,
yeah.
Like, I could see them, like, just kind of tossing him in like that, or maybe they mention his law firm somehow. Like, hey, maybe we should go to this law firm for something.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's cool because it shows that she does have her, like, powers, I guess. Well, at least strength, anyways, the way she can just squeeze a freaking alarm clock into nothing. But
it really was reminiscent of Jane. Like, just the way
yeah,
she
it's so true.
It's
just like
just like being like really lazy.
And there's like we should mention there's like beer bottles and like liquor bottles all over the apartment. The apartment's like a mess.
She had a rough night.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll move on. This is some more TV stuff. Emmys were last weekend.
Yeah. So we both didn't watch
like the full.
In full.
Yeah, we kind of switched back and forth.
I went back and forth. Game of Thrones won some stuff.
A lot of
Peter Dinklage won an Emmy, and Game of Thrones won an Emmy in general. Like they took home best drama.
Yeah.
Let me look through. Veep won Outstanding Comedy. Viola Davis for How to Get Away with Murder won for Actress in a Drama.
Yeah.
John Hamm won for Mad Men.
Viola Davis, she is Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad. DCE.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. So yeah, John Hamm definitely deserved for Mad Men. Since Mad Men ended,
yeah.
Bob Odenkirk was up for Better Call Saul. That would have been cool if he won, but like totally.
But that's first season. Yeah, just would have made.
Do you watch Orange Is the New Black?
A little bit. I watched like the first half of the first season. It's pretty good. It's.
Yeah. Uza Aduba won supporting actress for that. Peter Dinklage, Julia Louis-Dreyfus won for Veep. That's kind of like really it. I was switching back and forth. Nothing like good for Game of Thrones. Oh, David Benoff and D.B. Weiss won for writing Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
David Nutter won for directing Mother's Mercy. That was the episode with the shame.
I loved in the Emmys when he's like, instead of playing music to get you off stage, we're just gonna have the shame lady from Game of Thrones come out, and then she's behind him. She's like, shame.
What did you think about Andy Samberg?
I thought he was good. He's got like a kind of weird comedic style. He tries to be very like, oh, look at me, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not terrible.
I never think the Emmys over last year. Breaking Bad won a lot of stuff because it ended.
Yeah, it was his last season.
Yeah, like anytime a show ends, it usually wins a lot of awards. Mad Men only won one in this case.
Yeah.
I still gotta watch that show.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. That's definitely on my list.
The next award show, I think, is the Oscars. Maybe the Golden Globes actually.
And the Tonys maybe. But
no one watches the Tonys. No one cares about the Tonys. I only watch the Emmys, the Oscars, and I love watching the Oscars.
The Oscars are awesome.
I
yeah.
love watching the Oscars, but
I mean, you got like the MTV Movie Awards, but like that's or did that,
yeah,
that already happen? No, it didn't happen this year. Yeah, it did. That's already.
Stuff is like
That's
it's so like it's so jokey that like no one cares.
I watch it because they have like good like music and stuff like that
Yeah.
most of the time. But anyways,
Moving on. So Fear the Walking Dead, we're down to episode 4. Have you caught up yet?
no, there's no. I'm waiting until it's all over because there's only 5 episodes, right?
6.
6. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until it's over because I'm watching the 5th season of Walking Dead when it comes out on Netflix.
Which I think
It's
it's
soon.
out Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like
It's
very
like in a
soon.
few
Like I'm
days.
gonna start it and just
Good. Thank
honestly,
you.
the only I think what happened with Walking
Catch
Dead
up.
with me was that like I don't know, I don't like watching that show on a weekly basis because I literally just started watching it from Netflix, so I watched all the seasons through.
Yeah, like if you can binge watch Daredevil in like a day, you
yeah.
can watch it.
I binge watched Daredevil in a weekend. I finished it by that Sunday.
Yeah, and
it
I
came
was
out.
like, dude,
dude, because that's all I was doing. It was
but
like
the episode was pretty cool. We're talking about like the army comes in and makes like an outpost, and the army's just being secretive
I
about
heard,
everything.
Yeah, you were
More or
telling me
less,
this,
that's what's going on. And then
are people still like, is this thing happening, or are they like kind of like?
they're pretty much still in doubt, or
Gotcha.
like they don't really still know what's going on. But the
Mhm.
army is like not. They're keeping secrets. They're not giving them the supplies they need. And then like government doctor people come in and inspect everyone.
Yeah.
And they pick certain people and they're taking
take it
them away.
away.
Nick, one of the main characters, the drug addict, is being taken because they know he's a drug addict.
Gotcha.
So, but like, and they're like, no, you can't take him. And then
Like this whole big tussle.
like Nick tries to run and army guy just fucking like melees him in the face.
Just you're dead.
But
Did he just big boss him? Just
you see them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like something's gonna happen at this military camp. Maybe they're killing people off. It's kind of like what you would assume.
Yeah, because like they don't even want it.
The next episode is called Cobalt, which is actually the code name for the show. Before it was
Oh really?
yeah, they were. I forget where I heard. Oh, I think I heard it on a YouTube channel. Somebody was like, the next episode's called Cobalt, and the show's code name was called
Cobalt.
Cobalt. Yeah, that's fun. Speaking of Walking Dead, I attended Walker Soccer Con.
You lucky piece
Philly.
of shit.
Honestly, so like this was kind of pretty much my first more or less con experience. I've never really I've been to a few smaller things like when I was like younger, but this was like the first
Like
con.
real Comic-Con that you can like remember.
Dude,
Like kind of con that
it
you can remember.
was absolutely amazing.
How long were you? What time did you get? Like
I got there like 10:30 and they were still like 2:30.
Okay.
Like I mean,
Like by that time, where you saw everything you wanted to see.
I would have stayed, but since I was with my sister and my dad,
They were ready to like.
Like they weren't into the panels as much as I were. Like I'm like I listened to Melissa Hutchin, who plays Clementine from The Walking Dead. She did a panel, and I got her autograph, and I got to meet her. That was amazing.
That's sweet.
Yeah. I listened to Tyler. What's his name? I think Williams.
Is that Tyrese?
Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh,
He
yeah,
did a
yeah,
panel.
yeah.
He did a panel.
Oh, that's cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I saw.
Everybody Hates Chris. Oh yeah, of course.
I think that's his name. But I pretty much saw everyone from the I saw everyone.
Yeah.
I like physically was like 10 feet away.
Like you're like, oh my god.
I took a sick picture of Chad Coleman, who's Tyrese.
Yeah, I remember you
doing the like Tyrese look.
Yeah.
Like on accident.
Yeah.
And, like I just was like, oh,
like,
I guess.
yes.
Yeah, my dad took a picture of him, like, and he like gave him the thumbs up.
That's sick.
It was awesome. But like a lot of people were there. Shane was there. The only people who weren't there, Lori, Herschel, Dale, Andrea, Rick, Daryl and Steven, or Daryl and Glenn.
Yeah.
Stephen Young and Norman Reedus. They were supposed to be there, but I think they got called off for some like thing for the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but
Gotcha.
they were supposed to be there. But like there were still like enough people there.
That you weren't like, I got cheated.
Oh,
yeah,
Rosita wasn't there. Tara wasn't there.
But you still got to see
but like Abraham was there. Eugene was there.
Okay.
Chad Coleman.
So you got to meet the girl who voiced Clementine. Did she give you any game insight?
So what she told me seemed like not that I think if you did enough research you could figure it out. They're doing a Michonne side series.
Oh, really?
Which
like
I knew
Tall Tale?
about. That was yeah. So
Oh, okay.
that was like announced, and I kind of forgot about that. But she like reminded me.
Uh-huh.
But she told me they haven't even started with season 3 yet. And they kind of want to age the character. She thinks.
Oh, okay.
She thinks. This
Okay.
is like, she doesn't know that.
Uh-huh.
She just thinks that they want to age the character, which, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like
how old is she in the second season?
12.
And how old is she in the first one? She's younger, right? Because I remember she like
8?
Yeah, okay.
I think she's 8.
Dang. So this infection's lasting a while then. They aren't getting out of this.
Actually, maybe she's 10. Maybe she's 9 and turns 10. It's not. There's no way it's a 4-year gap.
Okay.
But you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was awesome, dude. She could have not have been like more humble,
Like cool and nice,
and like
and
she's
just,
been like so cool. I told her, I'm like, I didn't even know you were gonna be here.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw the panel. I was like, gotta go, and I asked a question at the panel. And
That's cool.
It was awesome. Like I really enjoyed it. Like I was thoroughly like.
Still wish we were going to New York this year.
I know now,
Yeah,
but like attending that, like there were all different walks of life in that place.
Yeah.
There were so many like kids with their families, like young kids dressing up, like young kids, like 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
And people with families, girlfriend, boyfriend, like all different ages were there. It was like truly like a mixing pot of like
just different types of
and
people.
it shows like how The Walking Dead can spread to so many
different walks,
like
walks of life. Right?
Yeah. And I got the shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah. Fight the dead, fear the living.
They have a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, it was pretty big.
Good experience.
Yeah, I definitely want to next year. I want to go back.
I'll go.
They're doing one at the beginning of December. It's in somewhere near New York and New Jersey.
Yeah.
Because it's going to Atlanta next at the end of October, and then at the beginning of December, it's going.
I mean, dude, if it's close by and it's cheap,
I don't know where it is though. I got to look into it, but I totally go.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move on to some more TV stuff, but this is in the realm of DC. Court of Owls coming to Gotham.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Yes.
Because I actually just finished reading Court of Owls
so,
myself.
Want to give like a
basically,
not a synopsis,
yeah,
but
like
what's it about?
It's about Bruce Wayne basically just trying to. There's a secret society that he never thought existed. It was the Court of Owls. He investigated it when he was younger, and he found it. He's like, "There's no way. I figured it out. They can't exist." But all this weird stuff starts happening. He starts seeing owls, and basically he goes down this whole rabbit hole of crazy stuff. It's hard to say without spoiling. It's basically about him learning of this secret society that has run Gotham for ever since the beginning.
Yeah,
basically.
And in the show,
it's almost like the Illuminati, but for Gotham.
Yeah, in the show, they think people in Wayne Corp are part of the Court of Owls, and as well as his dad, like that's what they're gonna lead into. But we can also talk about episode 1, season 2.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I liked it a lot, actually. Ben McKenzie always kills it.
Dude, he is. I gotta say.
Did you know that him and what's her name are married or like having a kid?
Really?
Yeah. And the one that he's co-stars. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget her name.
Yeah, but
really?
they're having a kid. Yeah.
Nice. She's pretty hot.
Yeah. Good for you, Ben. Good for you. But this should be really cool because this is definitely like the other stuff I kind of haven't been excited about, like the Joker stuff and all that, because I'm like, that's Batman, but he's not around, so I don't want to see him. But like this Court of Owls is cool because it's like this is like before, like you can see how it works out before he even becomes.
It makes sense that they would.
It makes total sense.
Court of Owls. And the villain for this season is actually a like totally original character. His name's Theo Galavan.
Uh-huh.
His sister's Tigress. I don't know if you caught on to that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, she's Tigress. Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that. I was like, she's totally a
Tigress. I don't know much about.
Yeah, very small character.
She's a Wonder Woman villain actually. Tigress.
Is she?
Yeah.
Doesn't you know.
Well, no. I'm saying just like that's yeah.
How'd you like the way they did Nigma with the multiple personalities?
I thought that was cool. Yeah, I mean that just shows
because in season 1 they showed he was weird. Like,
obviously he was an odd guy. Yeah.
He never, and then like at the end he killed one of his fellow officers because he was dating the girl he liked, and like that
set him off. Yeah, just
and then like you see him. There's one scene with him, and that's it in this episode, and he's literally talking to himself. He's talking to the Riddler.
Yeah, but he's in the mirror. Yeah, and it's like it's just this,
and he's trying to fight him. Like he hasn't gone full Riddler, but
he's like shut up, like stop talking to me, like
yeah.
But that was really cool. I'm trying to think what else happened.
Yo, Victor Zsasz, that guy who plays
crazy.
him, is amazing.
Dude,
he was in awesome. The Flash, but like he looks like Victor Zsasz.
Yeah, no, he looks like
really
insane.
Good. And
I
even,
can't wait to start seeing them do like. Does he have the scars yet? Does he start cutting himself yet? I can't remember.
No,
if he did that.
He hasn't.
Yeah, because that's like his big thing. He
might on his chest.
Yeah, and they haven't shown it.
No, or I just can't remember.
Yeah,
because he is in a decent amount of episodes.
Yeah. He's the handler basically.
And Lord Arnold Taylor plays Penguin. He's a pretty good
Dude,
Penguin.
I think
As a
he
young
kills it. Yeah,
Penguin,
dude.
he's good.
I really like him.
I gotta admit, like, most of the show's characters are really good.
Mhm. Like, they casted him
even
pretty
young
well.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, like, I like
think
that kid.
You can tell from season 1, he's kind of just like a kid trying to like
Just figure
figure
shit
this out.
Yeah.
And like now he's kind of like learning and like adapting like Batman would, kind of just like accepting the situation and like making something of it instead of just like standing by and being like sad about it. Like, because he investigates.
Well, yeah, it's so true. He's trying to like turn it into like this, like he's gonna fight instead of just sit there and just take like the pain of his parents' death, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, check out Gotham. I'm excited for
New
this
episode
season.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. New episode tomorrow should be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyways, more DC stuff. Vixen episode 5 came out, only 6 minutes. Basically, quick synopsis.
Literally origin story.
Yeah, it just basically gives her whole background.
Powers.
Yeah.
So the villain is her sister, who she
was separated from
like at a young age to the point where she didn't know. Her dad is dead. Her mother is gone.
Yeah, guessing dead.
I mean, yeah, you could assume dead. And we have one more episode, so this week is the last episode, and then Arrow and Flash will start.
Yeah.
But honestly, I want to see her in the show before they do another season. I want to see if she could survive in the show or like do anything good for it.
I get what you mean.
Like I don't even think I want them to do another like a Vixen. I don't want them to do another season of Vixen. I just rather her be
like see in the show. Yeah.
Like just she doesn't. Well,
I think this is their way of basically introducing her without having the cost of a live action TV show. Because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but like I agree that Flash and Arrow both needed a show, but Vixen does not.
No, she
not
doesn't.
In the slightest.
Because she's a very just low level character, and I mean, hey,
she's
if they developed her into like a hero that people did want to see more of, like yeah, sure, like give her something cool. But like wait, I think what they're doing with her is a good idea. It's a very good transition.
Yeah.
All right, more Walking Dead stuff. TV. This is all you, Gooch.
So Thomas Paine, who I don't really know what he's in. True, I IMDb him. See if he's in anything noticeable. But Thomas Paine is set to play Paul Monroe, aka Jesus, in I'm gonna say the latter half of season 6. I don't think he's gonna be in it until we go mid-season finale. So Jesus is a huge character in the show. He pretty much begins the Negan arc in the comic, more or less. He is from a town called Hilltop, which I assume the show is going to do. Scott Gimple said season 6 is going to be closer to the comics, and I believe that because now that they're in a comic book location again, the end of season 4 and season 5 were not comic.
Like they were just
they weren't in comic
show.
Locations.
Yeah.
They were doing their own thing and I guess experimenting. And maybe that's why people weren't into it as much. Maybe because they strayed a little bit. Like I think this is the farthest they strayed from the comic in an entire season.
I'm not gonna lie. Like season 4, I was so just disappointed with. Like when they were just trying to get to Terminus and they were all separated, and like I just really it lost me, and that's what really I guess kind of kicked the bucket for me in that way. And I'm hoping season 5 when I watch it like all the way through it just hooks me again.
Yeah.
But I want to read the comics honestly. I really did. You have the compendiums, don't you?
Yeah. Crazy. It's up there. My sister's reading the other one.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
That's cool.
But so Payne has been in an HBO series Luck, which I've never heard of.
I couldn't even find it.
It's in an IGN article I'm looking at. Other than that, he looks like a pretty unknown, which is good.
There it is. Why didn't it show up?
I don't even think.
Yeah, known for he's in The Physician. Yeah, these are just all movies no one would ever hear of. The Physician, Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day.
Yeah.
Waterloo Road, like
mostly we'll just say he's an unknown. But he was in an HBO series, so he's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. Jesus should be pretty good. So what is this Whitey Bulger thing?
Sorry. Whitey Bulger, apparently he did not like Johnny Depp playing him.
How did Black Mass do?
It got received with pretty good reviews.
I heard it was good. Like a lot of people were like into seeing it.
Like 8s and 9s out of 10s, like low 8s out of 10s. I want to see it really bad. I actually just watched a documentary. There's a really good one on him on Netflix. It's called Whitey Bulger versus US v. US. It's just about his trial.
Mhm.
It's crazy stuff. Check it out. But yeah, so apparently Whitey and like his former henchman, basically they were like he looked like Gollum. They described him as like, why did he play me? They didn't consult anyone on the movie. They said like just slammed the whole movie. And I mean, Whitey's on a life term, so he's not seeing that movie anytime. So we'll never see it. And he's 80 something, so he's not.
Yeah, he is really old.
But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. I mean, it's getting great reviews. Johnny Depp looks crazy in it. Apparently,
honestly, it's a really different change of pace from what he's been doing.
I think this
what
is
was the last movie he was in?
Transcendence, maybe.
No, he was in something else.
Mordecai, or was that before that?
Maybe something else. But yeah, from what he's been doing, it's different, and I think that's good. Johnny Depp was like doing really well for a while and hasn't really been in anything, so it's good to see he's in like a really like heavy dramatic role.
Yeah.
But moving on, video game news.
All right, we got some new Arkham Knight stuff. So last week we got the Tumblr DLC, which is really cool. I gotta say,
Yeah, I just
downloaded
downloaded it when I was playing it earlier.
It's really sweet, and I'm pretty sure this week, after this episode, we're recording on Sunday, the 27th. The Arkham or the Nightwing GCPD lockdown story DLC should be out. It looks kind of cool.
We only got a few more days left in the month.
It comes out this week, and then
on Tuesday,
after that, yeah, I'm guessing because that's when they released the Tumblr. But it looks pretty cool. It's Nightwing. He's visiting GCPD after the whole events of Arkham Knight. It's set during the day. First time you're ever
Thank
daytime.
God. I'm actually one thing that I kind of got old was
But
prancing around in the dark rain was kind of.
The thing is Batman. He only goes out at night. He doesn't go out during the day. That's one of Batman's things. Which I'm excited if they do a Superman game. Apparently WB Montreal is working on it, and there's been a lot of cred behind it.
Yeah. And they also announced that they're doing a Catwoman DLC.
Yeah, that's
where you play as her. That's no surprise.
It's supposed to be like a revenge against Riddler for like all the events of it.
I feel like they're just taking the easy way out with that.
What do you mean?
It's so like they already set up the story for it, and they're just like,
why is that the easy way out though?
I feel like they could expand on it. Not that.
I understand. That makes
something
sense.
deeper.
But and then there's also
the Batgirl thing. Essentially, was cool. It just wasn't executed well.
Yeah, it's. I would like to see some new people. Like, it would be cool if they threw in just like someone out of the Bat family that I would never expect. Like if they put in like
Batwoman.
Like Batwoman or Red Hood. Why you can't play as him on a challenge map? The challenge map thing still annoys the shit out of me.
Probably because it's a DLC.
Yeah, I know, but all the others were.
Was it pre-order? Yeah, it was a GameStop.
Yeah, but it's part of the season pass when you buy it.
True. Yeah.
Also, back to the DLC stuff. They're releasing a 1960s Batman series set. You get Catwoman skin, Robin skin, the Batmobile. I don't know about Batman. They didn't say anything. If they're good. Oh well, his is already out, I guess, for PS4. But you can't. That's the time to release. So I'm guessing they're going to release it on Xbox when they release the 1960s one. But that should be cool. New racetracks, stuff like that. All the norms. They are also making a Nolan trilogy bat suit.
I saw that.
Because
they should have released it with the Tumblr.
Yeah, it should have been.
That's what I thought they were gonna do.
And then,
I don't know.
Because people were requesting it on. I gotta admit though, it's cool. Like they were requesting it on Twitter, and the game director Stephen Hill was like, "All right, we get it. You guys want it. We'll do it. Which bat suit do you want?"
Honestly, like in the means of making them, it's probably not that time consuming.
He said it does take a little while, like because there's so much detail in the suit.
But you can set like a 10-man team on one suit,
that's
all you're doing. It can get done relatively quick. It's only
I will give it to them though. Like the suits in the game are really detailed. Like they're sweet. Like
I was using the anime Batman skin. Like I finally started New Game Plus this morning, and I'm like I don't want to use any of the base skins.
Yeah.
Use all those different skins. And I started with the anime Batman suit, and I'm just like,
it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't think it looks good in the preview, just
play
give
it a try. Yeah, like in the actual game.
Like appreciate what they're putting out. Is guessing what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But check that out. We have Nightwing tomorrow. Sometime next month, we'll get the 1960s pack, and that should be pretty cool. Anyways, move on. It's just the delays are starting to flood in.
I told you.
New
3.
one, Hitman DLC. Hitman has been delayed to 2016.
So pretty much this was like a reboot to the Hitman series.
Which I'm excited about though, because they're bringing it back to it's just contracts. There's no real there's a slight
Like
narrative behind it all, but it's really you're just a hitman and you're getting contracts.
I mean, I'm
go
sure
kill
there's
these
going to be
people.
some narrative. To
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But
and they're going to
no surprise.
continually update it with new missions.
This year, I feel like I say this every year. This year is huge. I think Fallout, Halo, are making this year really big. The games that don't usually come out. So like, yeah, Halo. I feel like Halo and Fallout and Star Wars Battlefront are just making this year like insane. There's gonna be so many games coming out. Like at the end of October, I'm getting the expansion for Guild Wars 2, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and Halo 5. And then right after that, we're gonna have Fallout, Tomb Raider, and Battlefront December or November.
It's November, because we got the
I don't know the dates off the top of my head for like the stuff farther.
we got the beta coming up, and then right after the beta, like 2 weeks I think after it ends at the end of October is when Battlefront comes out. So I'm guessing
Is that
November
beta? What do we
November
do to get
16th.
in that beta?
Nothing. It's free to everyone.
Good.
You just download it. Which is, dude, what
It
they're
should
trying
be.
to do is
They have to.
they're
test
trying
it.
to break the game at this point. I think what
They
they're trying
should.
to do is to over stress it, see what
Stress
they're doing,
test.
and
That's
I
what
like
they
it.
need to
Yeah,
do.
it's awesome.
I hope it launches good. I hope all of these games launch good.
We can't have another Master Chief.
Even
If-
like Metal Gear had some issues, but overall the game played.
And that's a
Fine.
game that's based mostly on your single player stuff. Like, yeah, the FOB stuff's really cool, and
Like the online didn't work for a while, but like the FOB is nothing of the game. Like it's like a 10%. Like I've done some FOB stuff. It's okay. Metal Gear Online is actually coming out in a few weeks. That's actually going to be a nice holdover for a few weeks while we're doing that. So next up, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Descent into Legend trailer.
I'm really excited for this game.
So pretty much what the trailer showed off was more or less all these different locations they're gonna have in this game. So we're not gonna be in one place. Like one thing I didn't like about Tomb Raider, the first one, was you were in the same location the entire time. Most Tomb Raider games are not in the same location.
What do you mean, like that island? You mean?
Yeah, like you are moving around like different environments, like in general, like different countries. And the tombs were weak as hell. Like
I didn't think they were at all.
they
I
were
thought
so
they were these
simple.
cool, but there was so much more in the game that I just didn't care. Like I thought those tombs were very cool,
I mean,
like cherry on top, where it was like these little just puzzles that you could figure out. Like it kind of reminded me.
They were like not enough though.
It reminded me of Assassin's Creed, the way that you'd have those like kind of puzzle rooms that you have to climb around and just figure out. That was cool.
In 2, what were
Mhm.
they called?
They-
Assassin tombs.
I think so. You had to,
Literally?
yeah, because you had to get the things to open up the seals to open up the Ezio's armor, right?
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it Ezio's armor?
Yeah, it was the
Ezio's armor?
black. No, it was Altair's like Master Assassin armor. It was the black stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, don't even remember the name of the armor.
Yeah,
But overall, this game is shaping up to be good. I think. I feel like it's going to be good, despite it being released on Xbox first. That's kind of dumb, in my opinion. But
it's Xbox timed exclusive. I mean, if it's gonna, why even time exclusive it? Like it is stupid. Like
it is dumb.
Like you're just keeping it out of the hands of people who would play it and who would
Exactly.
buy it.
I
And
don't
then that
think
kind of puts a bad taste in some people's mouths. Even
Exactly.
exclusives in like general just kind of they suck. I mean, the older ones are kind of you're like, oh, they've
Like,
been
Until
exclusives
Dawn
forever.
is a game that like doesn't have to be exclusive. It like doesn't make sense why it is.
Well, the only because
Who made
it was a Sony. It was a first party Sony person because
Well,
they were
that's why.
making another game for PS3. I think it was Until Dawn. I don't think it was titled that, but it was supposed to use all the motion controls and everything like that. But then they just scrapped it and they just redid it for PS4. But yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider. When does that come out? November, right?
Same day as Fallout.
Shh.
I know.
That's dumb.
I know.
That's so dumb by
I
them.
really know. Wait. Yeah.
And then we got Rock Band 4 comes out next week. I know you're not crazy big on those games, but
I'll probably
I
look
love
into
them. I mean, dude, I'll have it so you can come over and try it out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
That'd actually be really fun.
Yeah, dude, like me and my friends play it all the time. So
Boys.
my boys, me and my boys.
So,
Next up,
Hunt the Truth Season 2, if you guys don't know what Hunt the Truth is, it's pretty much like a lead up for Halo.
Halo 5, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a...
Did you listen to the
No.
first episode?
I
It was I don't know how I felt
Keegan
about
Michael
it.
Key voices it, by the way, too.
No,
which I thought-
not in Season 2.
Oh, not in Season
He does
2?
Season 1.
Is it supposed to be the same guy, though?
No.
Okay.
They talk about him. It's the character Pharaoh. She's like a soldier. I wasn't a fan of the first episode. Like I don't know. I really liked Season 1. It was just like this journalism, like reporting his findings. I don't know how I felt about Season 2, but I'm still gonna listen to it. It's just leading up into Halo 5. Check it out.
It's cool. I mean, it's just like it just gives you a little backstory on Chief.
Yeah, like in the first season, Benjamin Giroux, who's the character, is looking into Master Chief like his past, and like he gets into some deep shit. To put it lightly, like he finds out that like Oni and like the UNSC are like really covering up the Spartan Project, and let alone Master Chief, and just like they are hiding some like really big stuff from like the public, and like that's pretty much what it's about. And like Season 2 picks up where Season 1 left off. But also in Halo news, they came out with the Blue Team trailer and some gameplay. So pretty much Blue Team is Master Chief's team, consisting of 3 other Spartans: Linda, Kelly, and Fred. And if you've read any of the Halo novels, they're in that, so they're not new characters to the Halo lore. They're new characters to the game.
Uh-huh.
But like Chief will be running around with those 4. So this is the first Halo you're actually going to be running around with other people. Halo 4, you were with no one.
Yeah, I mean, but
Halo 3, you
will
were
they
with
be
Arbiter.
in there if you're not playing co-op?
Yes.
They will? Okay.
Yes.
All right, sweet.
So, like, in ODST, you were with ODSTs. In
Yeah.
Halo 3, you were with Arbiter.
Mhm.
Sometimes, not all
Yeah.
the time. But,
And then Halo 2, you were just yourself twice if you played co-op. Just 2 Chiefs.
yeah. So this is the first game that's actually doing something like that. But the gameplay looks good. The game looks really nice.
Still pissed off about the no split screen, but you gotta take them. You gotta take the hits when you can get them. All right. Next up, this is kind of some big news. Video game strike apparently is close to happening. People, I don't really know much about this, Gooch. What's going on?
So, yeah. So, a bunch of really well-known voice actors, Jennifer Hale being one of them, are kind of protesting that games need to... The voice acting for games needs to be good, and, like, there's no excuse. David Hayter's also another one. Jennifer Hale's
Who's
Femme
who's-
Shep.
oh,
David
okay.
Hayter's Solid Snake. In all the...
Okay.
Like, that's... I don't think he really does anything else, but David Hayter played Solid Snake in every single game Solid Snake is in. And they're just petitioning that they want voice acting to be good, and it should. I don't think in recent games voice acting's been terrible. I can't like think of a game where I was like, this voice acting really sucks.
Uh-huh.
But like, more or less lately, companies have been putting a little more care into voice acting. But apparently it's a union, voice actors, and they've been going on strike. Like other people have been going on strike because I mean like. There are way more people than just like the main people that we know about because they're in all the games we play.
Mhm.
But if the strike is authorized, actors will be forbidden from working on games out of respect as the union renegotiates with its employees. So I don't know what that means. I mean, like I do, but like that's gonna if that set
If that
games
happens,
back.
like that could literally delay games.
I don't
'cause
know
they
what
can't-
I don't know what Jennifer Hale is working on.
I mean, I don't think it would set any games back that are coming out like in the I'm trying to think of the word soon. Because they're probably all their voice recordings done and all that stuff. Because that's usually like one of the first things they do, right? When they're making
Mostly,
Yeah.
it is kind of like the first stuff they do.
So I mean, that would really just affect games that are coming out probably next year or the year after.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
they would definitely push some stuff back.
these actors just want more money for their work because, like, honestly, people like Jennifer Hale, David Hayter, Troy Baker, Nolan North.
They are video game
They are
celebrities.
like the AAA video game voice.
they're the Brad
acting
Pitt
people.
of video game acting. Like
Yeah,
or
like,
like
they
that.
are good. I mean, like, and they shouldn't be getting paid crap.
And I mean, especially the way video games are going, they're turning into a real art form in the way of like
I kind
they're
of
being.
I kind of
levels.
agree they should demand a higher wage, but in a way, like, is going on.
Strike gonna do it. Yeah.
I mean, like, in the end, it usually does. You know, SEPTA goes on strike all the time. People do go on strike a lot.
SEPTA.
and like they really don't have a choice at that point but to like negotiate some sort of terms.
Mm.
But hopefully, it ends up being more positive than it is negative. Like they'll give them what they want
It's just a fan base.
without there being like too many negative outcomes for them delaying games about it. But anyway,
Hopefully that doesn't cause too much trouble. Did we talk about the gameplay for Halo 5?
yeah, I went out of order. That's why.
Gotcha.
Because we were talking about Halo, so I went to Halo.
Whatever.
But we were talking
alright.
about Lionhead. What I thought you were going to talk about.
This is something I just thought I'd want to mention because this is, I think, something that people thought it would come sooner or later. Fallout 4 is not in development at
Fable
Lionhead
4.
Studios. Fallout 4. Fable 4 is not in development at Lionhead Studios, which I think is actually kind of surprising.
Lionhead has the worst rep.
They're killing themselves. They're shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Peter Molyneux is one of the most like hated game devs because he just lies out his teeth.
Yeah.
With every single Fable game, he's lied about something.
Yeah.
Like he said something's gonna be in the game, and it's like
not nowhere to be found.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
And and he left Lionhead and made his own studio and did the same thing with that studio. He did it again, and like a lot of people like really bash him for it, and they should.
Yeah.
But like Fable Legends is in development right now. And that just kind of just looks like they are clinging to Fable. They won't let go. They really won't. Like after Fable 3, that game for the Kinect came out. Remember that? And like I don't even who cares about that? No one.
No one, literally. Like no one at all. But it's just the last one was okay. Halo 4, did you? I mean, I keep going with Halos. Fable 3, did you like it?
I liked it.
I didn't hate it.
The game. Excuse me. I liked it until I beat the game and then realized it was a piece of shit. Same with Halo or Fable. It's in the same thing.
See, dude, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Fable 2 was like that.
I'm looking down here at the
like
Fallout.
after I beat the game, I was like, this game is so boring. Like every time I played it, I really got headaches. Like I was,
Really?
Yeah. Like you know how hard all those achievements were for 2? They were terrible. They were so bad. But like in the end, I think Fable needs to just die. I feel like 2 and 3 really did not make like their par. Like they really didn't do like as good as like they were originally intended. Not that they were terrible games, mind you, but like they just didn't hit what they were supposed to. I think just Fable needs to go away. That's pretty much what it should be.
I think it honestly will after this. They're not developing it right now, and the way that they're going. What's that other Fable Legends they came out with?
I feel like it's like a League of Legends Fable.
Yeah,
that's
exactly what
it
is. Yeah. I'm not excited for it. I'm not mad that Fable 4 isn't coming out. I just thought it was something worth mentioning. But make sure to not look out for Fable 4. Anyways,
I feel like we were talking about the Battlefront beta, which starts October 6th.
Yeah,
and 2 weeks.
I mean that's just basically it's like 11 days away. Battlefront beta, definitely check that out. Fallout 4 character system. What's going on with that, Scooch?
So they're changing the way you not acquire perks, but the way the conditions to unlock them. So there's going to be like 70 base perks in the game.
Okay.
And each perk is under a special category, so strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, luck. Each perk is under one of those categories. So you need to have like so let's go strength because I can give an example. So like you have to have 5 strength for a certain perk, and then you have to have a certain melee. To get that perk.
Gotcha.
So, like, you can start the game off with 10 strength, technically.
Yeah.
Because you'll edit your special in the beginning. And you can get the highest level perk that's down there.
Okay.
Like, and say it requires, whatever, amount of melee or unarmed, whatever perks.
I mean,
whatever stat will be associated
I trust
with that.
Bethesda. They usually are pretty good with their leveling system. I was
kind of a little skeptical at first. I'm like, what? But like in the end, I feel like it's gonna.
So will you get XP from like quests and stuff in this one? Do you know by chance at all, or is it just all okay? Because I know, like, in Fallout, the way you level up... I mean, not Fallout. Skyrim, it's just
we've seen the chart. Like, this chart is in the main trailer. Like, you see it on the wall. Like, that's what this is. Like, this is a bunch of perks.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry. But, yeah.
So, like, these are all perks. Like, that's the Life Giver perk.
Okay.
Remember that one?
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
in other
yeah,
games.
yeah.
Like you can pick out like some of these perks, and he was talking about like charisma. One of them is your dog will like if you're in VATS, your dog will like bite people and distract them. You can
Yeah.
line up shots. Bloody mess is under luck. Scavengers under luck. Like you can, some of these are commandos under agility. That was a VATS perk.
Mm.
Like some of the, like there are new ones. Adamantium skeleton is under endurance.
Adamantium skeleton.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was-
was that? Oh, was that in the last one too?
yeah, it was like less cripple on your limbs. Yeah,
I was like the adamantium.
but so that's how they're doing it. So it's not going to be like Fallout 3 New Vegas. In the
Gotcha.
end.
All right. What do we got next, dude? This is some TwitchCon
So,
stuff.
so the first ever TwitchCon was this weekend. I don't know if anyone watched all the stuff about it. So it's pretty much, it's not like a game con. It's more like a con for
like streamers
and broadcasters to come into one place and,
and like kind of
do
interact. Like,
panels, interact with their audience.
Yeah,
More or
yeah.
less, that's what it is. And I mean, some games were there. I
Where
know,
is it at?
It was in San Francisco.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah,
on
it makes
the West
sense.
Coast.
Yeah. Freaking West Coast.
So I know Guild Wars 2 had a big presence with the Heart of Thorns. They showed a lot of information off, like a ton of stuff. And the game launches on the 23rd of October, and they also released an official trailer for it, which was really cool.
Mm.
I would check it out if you haven't watched
Yeah,
it
I will watch
already. But at TwitchCon, they did like a bunch of different panels. I know Blizzard showed off the new StarCraft expansion. There weren't many games there, but
Blizzard
like
does StarCraft? I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. Oh wow.
they do Diablo, StarCraft, and Warcraft.
They do Diablo. Wow.
You
I
didn't
did not
know that?
No, I thought they were different people.
I kind of want to get Diablo.
I heard. Yeah,
probably
that's
another
on.
day.
I mean, that's just cool that we can even get it on the consoles though, which
Yeah,
that
that's-
definitely
which-
implies
I got
me
talked
more.
out of getting Diablo actually, like
Really?
on PC, so I would get it on console.
And like, yeah,
Another expansion for Diablo is eventually coming out.
when it gets cheaper, I'm probably gonna pick up Elder Scrolls Online just to check it out.
Really?
Like, if I can
Okay.
get that for like $30, yeah, I'll buy that.
But it was TwitchCon was pretty cool. I watched a lot of stuff on it.
Oh yeah,
It's cool that this is like the streaming industry has
it's
gotten
like
this.
picking up to that point.
It's gotten
yeah,
this big that they can do that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
that is-
Twitch is an awesome company.
yeah.
They really care about like their
And
streamers.
I've been actually watching Twitch a lot more.
I got into Twitch like 2 years ago, and like honestly, like if I'm not listening to music or I'm not watching YouTube, I have a Twitch stream up. It's cool, it's cool seeing like big people, like watching people play games,
Yeah.
and just like having that in the background and listening to someone that's entertaining,
Mhm.
and then like you can watch smaller people and actually like interact with them. Like you can
Yeah, you
interact
could-
with big people, but
But
it's
they're
a-
not gonna get back to you.
It's
probably,
a slim
yeah.
chance that like they'll see your comment and
And
like
say
answer
something
it. I
back,
mean,
yeah.
they're watching chat and interacting, but,
But like
there's
they can
so
only
many
do so
people-
much. Yeah, people.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Like
The
they
freaking
say it, like
scroll,
they're like,
yeah.
dude, there's too many people. Like if I miss it, like
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah,
But like little people, like I watch somebody who has like maybe max 10 people in
Uh-huh.
a stream, and like he knows who I am, and like I talk to him. And it's cool. It's just like a cool way to interact. And Twitch is definitely going to do this again. This
Yeah.
is going to be an annual thing. I don't know if it's going to be in San Francisco every year. That'd be cool if they moved
if they
it
like
around.
moved it right. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I got. By the way, I have been playing Soma. I just want to give you like my kind of thoughts. It's actually I like it a lot.
Is it long? Have you beaten it?
No, I'm like halfway through. I think
Oh, okay. How
Like-
many hours so far?
6.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I
it's like
didn't
a 12.
expect
I'm
it to
guessing
be
it's like
like
a
a
12. I
50-hour
think it's like a
game.
12-hour game.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit less than that. It could be.
I
totally
definitely want to pick it up.
But dude, it's. I don't think it's as scary as Amnesia because it's like more of a sci-fi setting, and I personally just don't get as scared by that stuff.
And you scared the shit out of it.
Oh, that scared me shitless because that's more like magic and stuff. Like when it gets to
It's
sci-fi,
not even more magic. It was just like in your face
Yeah.
all the time.
well, it's more fantasy, I guess, is what I
Yeah.
should say, not magic. But Soma's really cool. It does scare the hell out of me sometimes. Like it gets you on good jump scares. The monsters are kind of annoying, I will say. It's not.
What do
It's
you
kind of
mean?
hard to like.
What do
You
you mean
can't-
annoying?
You can't manipulate them. Like you can't like throw something and make them like. You know how in Amnesia, like you could like throw a bottle or something or just and they go away.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like it doesn't work.
Okay.
Basically, they have these full, and I've noticed myself just literally needing to just sprint past them and just get by.
I saw the interaction with the world is a little more deeper. Like
Oh,
figuring
definitely.
out, like computer terminals or whatever.
All the mini games are cool. I haven't run into a puzzle yet that I've been like, this is so annoying. I can't figure this out. Like, what the hell?
There was, I think, like 1 or 2 puzzles in Amnesia that I actually like really could not figure out.
Yeah. But anyways, that's my little up to date. I'll let you know how the ending goes. And the story seems pretty cool. One thing I will say, your guy seems pretty cool with being in like this out of nowhere place. Like you go for this brain scan, then you wake up in this underwater facility. He's like, how'd I get down here? Like it's not like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like he's just pretty chill about it. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for us today, guys. Anything you want to plug, Gooch?
Plug. Yeah, so you guys can follow me on Twitter, _the _Gooch _, and you can find me on YouTube at Ragucci25. What about you?
You can find me on Movie Pilot. Search my name, Chris Trio. I'll show up. That's basically all I really do with my life. I'm on Facebook, but whatever. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm, of course, Trio. That's Gooch. We'll talk to you later.
See you next time, guys. Have a good one.